Building a model within a 24-hour time frame seems contrary to what a hobby is supposed to be, relaxing. But each year, hundreds of modelers try it for the 24-hour group build that coincides with the Rolex 24-hour race at Daytona. I've done this challenge the last couple of years, and even built 2 models my first attempt. I don't think I would do that again. Completing within that time frame takes a lot of planning, and the subject matter can be critical. This year I picked Monogram's Bathtub Buggy. I felt it would be plausible to build this within the 24-hour time frame, add a few choice details, and have an interesting model as the result. I think it's cool that George Barris even created a full-scale version of this model. I started my challenge nearly an hour away from the bench at Calusa Train and Hobbies with some model building buddies, so let's get busy. I'm here to help you. So what time is it, folks?
The time is 11:31.
On what day?
January 25th, Saturday.
Saturday. And I'm here with my modeling buds.
Yay!
Yay! And I don't think they're going to build something in 24 hours.
No. So Tim, what are you building?
A bathtub buggy.
Bathtub buggy.
And we got some cutting stuff.
Box top.
And yeah, here it is. Yeah, here we go.
Boom.
All right. And it's about time to get busy. Got my buddy Clay filming right now, and we're going to start slinging glue. My plan at the hobby shop was to get as many of the parts that would get painted cleaned up and test fitted, so I'd have some idea how this kit would go together. But most of the time was spent talking models with the rest of the group. Here we are, 2 hours in. It's looking like a bathtub buggy, sort of.
A bathtub on a car.
Just close your eyes.
We
Start
got
looking
some-
like a bathtub buggy.
Those parts cleaned up. Steven, what have you done?
Working on road wheels and some paint on, like my Hetzer.
On the Hetzer, that's the cyber tank, as I call it.
Well, it's the bushwhacker from World War II, actually.
Mel, how are you doing?
Doing good. Working on some legs, painting the frame.
He is working on legs.
He's a leg man.
Yep.
Mike?
I've got most of the lower hull completed.
Lower hole, all right.
On what you building?
Panzer 1.
Oh, you started on your Panzer one?
I did.
I brought mine along.
Eddie is
Should've
in
told me.
deep thought doing
Tracks.
tracks, of course.
90 each. 90
90?
each side on a World War I female tank.
And you're not going to finish that in an hour. or 24 hours.
No.
So it's about, what time is it, folks?
I should be like almost
Yeah.
like 1:30.
1:30?
Yeah.
So we're 2 hours in. This is what we got done. All right. I'm going to have to drive and paint. So that's what's next. So back at the bench, it is now 2:50 in the PM. And I had just gotten back from the hobby shop where kind of did a bunch of this. Basically cleaning up all of the parts. And one thing I did do was separate the transmission tunnel. Why, you might ask? You will see. We got some spring-alators. Yeah, test fitting to just see how this stuff goes together. We even have the bathroom sink. I think we got something kind of cool planned for that. This is what could be considered the radiator. And I kind of need to do something about that. This is the vanity firewall kind of thing. And I think I got some cool details planned for this. I guess this is the dashboard, and it's got some little doodads that go on there. We got some wheel backs to fit the tires. I sanded those. That one kind of needs some more work. We might sand on that one a little bit more. Sanded on these at the hobby shop. And the tires, front tires too. Oh yeah, and the engine, it's pretty simplified. It's got some shiny bits that go on it. Not gonna really focus too much on that. we're just gonna kind of leave it. I don't know really what this thing is that's on here. Probably hides a carburetor in the real car, because it is a real car. And but we're gonna paint it to look cool. Oh, there's the rear axle. And then of course we haven't even opened that bag yet. That's a whole bunch of fun right there. So saving that. And got the Rolex going on the old Dell right there. And we got the Facebook up. Maybe make a post here about this. It is Saturday, January 25th, 2:52. It's time to get painting. I felt a bathtub buggy deserved a tile floor. I found this in the dollhouse section of the lobby of Hobby. It was a little larger than I wanted, but I settled. The kit floor was used as an outline on the tile section. It was carefully cut out and would cover the sink marks that were all over the kit piece. The white parts are Tamiya TS45 Pearl White applied directly on the clean bare plastic. I found that Tamiya TS21 Gold had a nice sheen and it would dry quickly. Speaking of gold, it was now time to open up and deal with these gold-plated parts. First, let's check in to see how the others are doing. 7:15, still going. Let's see, Tim Brown 4 hours ago. He is moving right along. We still got a lot of chromey stuff to do. The chassis starting to look pretty good. Gonna do some mock-up of the suspension, and the floor tile looks pretty cool. And race still on. 18 hours and 26 minutes to go. Still going. About 8:30, it was time for a toast. Mostly because I got the decals applied. I had a little concern about them. This kit was issued in 2009, and while they looked nice on paper, I really didn't know if they would release, which would have drastically affected the appearance. Also note the transmission tunnel. Taking the time to separate it earlier made adding flocking a breeze. Most of the simplified engine has also been painted and assembled as well. I added foil to the intake manifold to break up that blob of gold. The shower head was being difficult. I thought I'd just use some super glue and hope it didn't fog, but I think it needed some Teflon tape. Trying to glue this little silly thing on. Oh, the Teflon tape stuck. Nope. Yeah. I just got the headers kind of on, and it's time for the fireworks. Let's get these headers on a little bit better while this is going on. Haha. The fireworks happen at 10 p.m., and that's a good time to take a break, grab a snack, and catch a little bit of the race.
Fun to the fast, and this is where it's at. The 60 of Tom Blomqvist is being hounded by the 6 Porsche Penske 963 of Matthew Jamanet.
So here's an update on the bathtub. It's looking pretty good. Seems like there's something missing here, and we'll address that in the morning. It's still drying, so things are going pretty well. The group build is still going on. It is 11:15. Still got plenty of time. What's going on as far as the group build goes? Do a quick scroll. We got Von Kashak. He is building a Millennium Falcon. That's cool. And Daryl's got his stuff in a, oh, he's got a Bronco in the dehydrator. Rocky is... What has he got? He's got all kind of stuff going on. He's having a couple issues. Oh, we got some dragons. Those are cool. And Liam, oh, he's doing pretty good on his... I think he's doing a 12th scale to my Formula 1 car. That's pretty epic. How's Bill doing? He just came back. Had to go off-site to spray paint. He's doing okay. Kyle's engine is close. He's building a deuce. That's approved. Jeff Lawless's old BS is looking pretty good. There you go. Aaron Veer. There you go. Oh, there's a cool race car. Destruction is calling for bright red. So what do we got going on? Oh, the race. We got some kind of drama going on. Still got 14 hours to go. And the bathtub buggy. I think it's going to make it. But we're going to turn it in for the night. Pick it up in the morning. The next morning was a reset for the finishing stretch. I painted the vanity with Revell chrome spray, and I wanted it in the dehydrator as long as it could. It was time to start assembling and adding some details to that. The windshield was marked using the template, then trimmed out. I used cell phone tape to attach it. You might have noticed those cool vanity light bulbs. I had done a bit of research on this kit earlier in the week, and I came across this awesome model by Farm Boy on the Model Cars magazine forum. He used pearlescent headed straight pins for his vanity lights, which I thought looked amazing. I found these at the lobby of Hobby and trimmed them to fit. Alright, there is the bathtub buggy. Completed in 23.5 hours. It's pretty cool. Model looks awesome. Quite pleased with it. It is still going on. Sunday, 10:54. Yeah, there's my past update from a little bit ago. Race is still going. It's pretty neat. Get some better photos of it and tell you some of the little details I did on it. Super fun build. So here's my final bathtub buggy. It is just so strange looking, probably because there's really nowhere to focus, since it's so visually busy. I was never really a fan of these weird theme cars, but nostalgia seems to have made them kind of cool today. Looking at the response the model received in the group build, many seem to agree. I wish the Hobby had a gold that was similar to the Revell chrome paint, but I think the chrome works, as it added a bit more flash than the other golds I tested. The pearl pins for the vanity lights add even more bling. I added a bath mat cut from fine cork that helps tie in the flocking on the trans tunnel. It's hard to see, but I also added a piece of evergreen to the backside of the radiator to make that nice and clean. This kit was a blast, and a great choice for any quick build. I highly recommend having one in your stash for when the need arises. Speaking of a quick build, it's time to get back on my naked group build, which hasn't been going very quickly. Probably because I have a few more projects up my sleeve. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do, because I have all kinds of model car stories to tell. Thanks for watching.